So kits update, what have we been up to? Past year, past 2 years maybe. Whisper transmitters, we still have those. Any band, it's a Raspberry Pi hat board, plugs onto a Raspberry Pi and gives you a whisper transmitter, a turnkey one. And we have these at the TAPR booth also. And John's going to talk about the timing products. You have a whole slew of these with really cool names that I can never remember what does what. But John's very creative with the naming, so it's very useful stuff. If you're into timing stuff and then clock distribution and things like that, we got you covered. And we got those at the TAPR booth also to show off and to buy if you want to buy them. And then EasyDV. An EasyDV is a box that you put in between your radio and your speaker and microphone or headset, and then you're on digital voice. So you can take a Flex or you can take an IC705, and in fact those two radios have Wi-Fi built in. You can connect it without wires. So you can be on digital voice very quickly and easily with either of those radios, or you can use cables for us old guys that have radios that have mic plugs. And it's battery powered, and Munir is going to come up and talk about that after John gives us a timing presentation. And we have magnetometers also. This project was done in conjunction with HamSci, and we have a presentation from Hyomin Kim, Dr. Hyomin Kim, who is kind of the guru of magnetometers. And this is actually a low-cost instrument that replaces much more expensive laboratory instruments. It's not quite as sensitive, but it's very sensitive for the amount of money that you pay for it. And again, it's used in conjunction with the Raspberry Pi. And then a new project, this is one I've been working on, is an NTP time server that uses a Raspberry Pi Zero and a GPS, and it gives you time to within a couple of microseconds off the GPS satellites without having an internet connection. So if you're doing field day or Parks on the Air or SOTA or something like that, and you're running digital modes and you want time sync, this is a wireless client, wireless server that you can connect your computers to and get very accurate time. This is just a prototype, so if you want to come by and see it, I got an interest list to see how many people are really interested in buying one, and we'll take it from there. And we're in booths 5. We're in building 5, booths 5009 to 5011 on the flea market side, flea market end. So you can find all of our kits there. You can renew your membership or join, and we've got, like I said, we got some demos going that you might be interested in seeing. And all of us will be there, happy to talk to you, except I probably won't be able to talk very much, but we'll be happy to try anyway. And we got a lot of officers and directors are there, and a lot of the people who design these products are there. So if you have questions, you can come by the booth and talk to the designers of the kits that you have. To change a little bit here, the ARL couldn't be here today, but I want to encourage you to take the project you're working on. I mean, you guys are technical, heart of ham radio, right? Take your projects and write up something. Submit it to QST and QEX, or you just submit it to ARL, and they'll decide which one is appropriate. And suite of magazines that are all benefits of ARL membership. So I pretty like QEX because it's Experimenter's Journal and it's technical. So it's a lot more interesting for me to read. But there's some good stuff in all of the magazines. And they're really looking for manuscripts. So if you have an idea, they generally don't. If you want to say, "Hey ARL, are you interested in this?" They don't go there. But just write up an outline. You don't even have to write up a full article. But and you don't have to format anything. You just do it in Microsoft Word, or you can even send them a text file and some photos. So, and here's again, technical articles more for QEX, and general interest, and light technical articles for QST. And here's the URLs for them. Pretty easy to remember, QEX and QST. And they have author guides online too. If you go to arl.org, you can find them pretty easily. And thanks in advance for anything you want to submit. And if you don't feel quite up to being famous and publishing in QST, you can write for TAPR's own publication, Packet Status Register. And it's a quarterly newsletter, it's an e-newsletter, and obviously comes out every quarter if it's quarterly. But we're looking for writers in digital-related stuff. SDR, APRS, Easy DV, Free DV, all that stuff is interesting to our readers. So if you want to write for that, you send them to our editor, Stana, and she'll be happy to help you format anything. And she'll format it for you. All she needs is the content. And like it says, you don't have to be Hiram Percy Maxim to contribute. But if you want to sign up the old man, that'll be okay. You guys should know that joke. The old man? Well, never mind. Anyway, so the text and graphics can all be handled by the editor. And again, so if you want to write for QST, QX, maybe eventually, PSR is a good way to get your feet wet and starting out.